Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and I'm excited today. I have four full-size trucks, four of the top-selling trucks in the marketplace. Well, there's only 6 total, but I don't have a Nissan Titan, but I got everything else. So I have a Ford, I have a Ram, I have a Silverado, I have a Tundra as well. So in this video, we're going to do all 4 comparisons. We're going to walk around interior and exterior. I've towed with these. I'll do a link to that video above. I've done these at night. I'll do a link to that comparison above. I've done the infotainment systems. I've done a comparison you think of last year, but this year, I thought it'd be fun to bring my friends with me, because you guys hear about me on the channel enough. Let's see what these guys think. So this is Jim. This is his brother Mark. They're truck guys. They've owned Toyotas, they've owned Fords, they've owned Rams, they've owned Chevys, they've owned different things. So let's get their viewpoint of these trucks. We're going to go one by one, because we have 4 trucks. Talking about this video do like an hour long. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's start with that guy. Yes, the Ram. These are all 22, 23s. Nothing really changed with these. So this is the Ram 2020. It's a limited version. It's got the 5.7 liter V8 Hemi with the e-torque system. It's a mild hybrid, and it has a retail price, let me get my sheet here, cheat sheet, of $78,770. It tows 11,320 pounds and has 1,256 pounds of payload. It's actually one of the least capable payload of the branch. So what do you guys think? Let's get some initial thoughts here from Mark and Jim. We have like a midnight package. Of course, the sun's in the worst possible spot, but that's okay, because we make do. And we do have an audience today. Hi, cows. Audience going on. So we have blacked out grill. We have the blacked out Ram grill. Fog lamps, LED projector headlights that actually turn. These headlights actually turn as you're turning into a spot. They make a left-hand turn, right-hand turn, and actually move with you. All right. We have the Sport Pirelli Scorpion tires. A little controversial in these tires. Some people love them, some people hate them.
I like the rims. I like the black rim.
You like the black rims, right? Yep. We have the Hemi. You can see the e-torque badging there as well. And then as we come around the sides, we have the running boards pop out. And then we have, this is interesting. What do you guys think? We have a tailgate wars going on here kind of in a minute. We have the split tailgate back here. Chevy builds a multi-pro tailgate, which I didn't get for that, but this is the split tailgate. You can open up all the way, or you can go this way.
This is what I've been
and
saying.
Then
you shouldn't build a pickup without this.
Yep. I love this.
Love this thing?
I had a Honda Ridgeline, 2 of them for 10 years, and theirs folds open, and I love it. It makes it so much simpler to get things in and out of the back end of your vehicle, and groceries, golf clubs, whatever you're throwing in, it's 10 times easier. And as you get older, it makes it much simpler to get into the back of the vehicle as well, because now I can walk straight up to here and step, where you can't do that with a tailgate hanging out here. I just did it the other day with my son-in-law, trying to climb up over it and get into the back end of the pickup.
You can even use the fancy stuff here too.
Oh, nice. Now that I haven't seen. That's nice.
I like that.
And we have the dual exhaust, right? So pretty versatile back here. We have LED lights back here as well, so this is still lit up even with a tonneau cover. But being that it's really freaking cold here, we have a lot of videos, a lot of trucks. Let's go ahead and hop inside.
Okay.
And check it out.
This one first or that?
That one first? That one first? I'll hop in the back, you guys hop in the front.
Make sure I got it
You
here.
can have driver.
I think it's tight.
You.
Other side?
As I get in, I want to show you guys the flat loading floor, and we do have some storage with the seats. That's what we have for storage. Okay.
Nice.
And I like the run.
Back there, heated and cooled outboard seats. Heated and cooled outboard seats, and the stitching here.
I like the running boards too.
The running boards.
Much better.
What do you think? Got enough room?
Yes.
All right.
Very comfortable.
I hop up front, and I'll sit back here, and I'll film what you're talking about. Hop up front.
Go up front?
Yep. And I'll sit back here, and you guys can give me your thoughts.
I like the power running boards. I like either out of the way because they stay cleaner.
Yep. Yep. And there's a lot of people have concerns in wintertime about power running boards. I haven't had that problem. Okay, so this is your interior. What do you guys think? Just a quick thought behind the wheel.
I like it.
You like it?
I have the 2016 Ram, and I really like the little cubby hole here because you can put gloves, my phone, just little knick-knack things you can set in there very comfortably, and they fit well. How's this?
It's got 2 setups. So you got
2.
one, you got another one.
Same as my old.
That's sweet.
And I like that. You can store a lot down there. I don't even use half
deep.
of that. Yes, it's very big. It's very handy.
And this is trailer steering, so you actually hook your trailer up, and as you turn that, that's how the trailer backs up. So,
Backs
you
up
have to do the
automatic.
back way. Steering while you do the reverse. that straightens it out for you. All you gotta do is just turn that, and the trailer goes whichever direction you turn it.
Now, do you have to put like stickers and stuff on your trailer to have that happen?
On the Ford, they have stickers. On that, I don't think it's got stickers.
Okay, because I know on my Ford I have to have stickers on
Right,
them.
and this is parallel park assist. And
nice.
so
Nice.
you need
Park
park
Very
assist,
handy.
right?
Yeah,
And the trucks
especially
are
if
getting
your
taller
wife's
and bigger. Yep.
wife's driving it or whatever. Let me
And
back
you
up
have
just a
adjustable
hair.
pedals down there left-hand corner, so different size people can drive this. And we have the turn dial shifter, though. What's the turn dial? What do you think of turn dial shifter?
That here?
Yeah.
That's the same as mine. I love it.
You've gotten used to it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It gets rid of all the handles. It frees up all this space for more cup holders and
Yeah,
whatever.
I like that idea too. You know, because that frees up cup holders.
Yep.
You know, and gives you extra room here without. I mean, you know, in today's technology, you know, why have the shifter? I guess taking up space. You know, the push button. I see a lot of vehicles going to it, and I think that's good. It's just one less thing to have problems with.
I drive my wife's
I
4Runner,
like
and
that.
the only thing I find myself doing is hurts is the gear
Resting.
shift down here. I'm always reaching up on the dash for the heater knob to change gears.
All right, that's a taste of the Ram. Let's hop over and do the Ford.
like it.
Nice truck. I like the
I
interior.
like it.
Yeah, it's decked out nice, and I like the leather interior.
Okay, let me get around the front, and we'll look at this Ford as we did the Ram, make them even. So this is a Ford. This is an XLT. It's a Heritage Edition. It's a new version this year for Ford. It comes in at $68,755. Tows 11,200 pounds. I didn't check payload before I did this video. I will check it right now as we walk around the vehicle. So we have, it's a blue and black looking exterior. This is something that people are doing a lot. We have black down below. We have blue up top. We have LED lights as well. It looks like LEDs. Could be. I'm gonna let you guys argue that in the comments. We have XLT. We have the tow mirrors on this. Let me check payload real fast. Payload on the sticker says 1,708 pounds of payload. So a little bit more, a lot more than the Ram had for payload. We can see this kind of styling there. It's kind of a cool look to it. As we come around the side, we have 4x4. We have some interesting wheels and tires. Hancooks on those. Interesting wheel designs. You can really see the difference. You can see how like matted this is.
Yeah.
And then right behind it, this is all shiny, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting how they stand out. You know, you get these trucks, you don't anticipate many differences. You get them next to each other, and you're like, wow, look at all the differences. This has got the 3.5 liter EcoBoost in it. We don't have a fancy tailgate, but we do have, as Ford does, we have a place. This is actually for wood, and for the you put the wood on here and you clamp it down. It's for your clamp goes in there.
Oh.
And you
I've
have
seen
the handy. You guys know what this is. Not quite that time of day, but it's there. We go. And we have a 2 kilowatt power on board, which hooks up right there, and so you have some power back here in the bed. Now Ford does have it where they have a step built in here. This version doesn't have it, but they do have a step built into this, and we have the Syrian bed liner too. So. Not quite as handy as that tailgate, but still, you know, the clamps are interesting, right? So, clamp down your wood. Interesting, huh?
I like where you can get into the back end of that one easier. It's much simpler to,
Right. So
unless
this is
there's something I'm not seeing here.
this is old school. We got a little dirt on
Yep.
it. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is old school. We don't have the step. So we'll get the step here in a minute. We'll talk more about that in the Chevy. Don't have any step. The only way to get in. They do make an accessory. Comes down. The same idea. The same, but then you can add later. But that's what that looks like. Let's go ahead and hop in. We'll get in the back. You guys get in the front.
Okay.
You guys want to switch again, or what do you guys want to do?
Well, sitting over here. This
Okay.
is fine.
So as they get in, they get set up. They can take their first thoughts. I'll show you. This is a cloth interior. Interesting design in this cloth interior. I do have a flat loading floor like I did in the Ram. Not much storage back here though. There's no little storage bin. I can have it all flat loading, no storage. And then I do have some USB hookups there, or some power, and I have AC back there. I don't have heated or cooled seats in the second row like you saw in the Ram, but that's what we got.
The back seat of the Ram looks a little.
Looks a little bigger than the Ram, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
a little more comfortable, and a little nicer design, maybe.
Okay, I have a little cup holder here as well. It's a pretty good size, but all right. So here we are in the Ford. We have the screen that's more integrated. So you saw in the Ram it was vertical. Now we have a horizontal screen. A little bit different setup. It's kind of nice. You have more windshield though. You can see.
I like the way it's built down in here.
Yep, yep. And we have, they're the same idea, the Pro trailer backup. That's the same idea, that dial there. You turn it, that turns the trailer either way. Right. Trailer gains, yep. And we have the shifter there. Now this has got the fancy shifter. This button here actually makes the shifter go flat. When it does that, you can pull back here.
and lay that down.
And you have it totally flat. So you can put a laptop or something there, have lunch, whatever they're doing on there.
Use it for a work truck.
Yep, you have that.
Does it go up another one?
Yep, it'll go up.
Oh, there it is.
So,
Not near as much storage space in it. Oh, it goes down. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, there's a fair amount of room in there.
Yep. And we have this, like I said, Heritage Edition. So we have since 1948, the Ford F-Series Heritage Edition there. Okay.
And I like this storage up here.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sticky. I jump in my Ford. I put my cell phone and my wallet up there.
Okay.
And that way I can just I'm gone.
They thought to build these high
nice.
enough, and the Ram was the same way. They got them high enough where you can comfortably just rest your elbow and drive. And
Right.
they put them at the right heights that somebody was thinking there.
I do have a panel moonroof on this, you can see, but I did not have any moonroof at all in the Ram.
Oh, did you?
And this is, $10,000 less than the Ram. What do you guys think? There's a button right there. I'm going to figure that one out.
Use them that much. On my wife's Forerunner, we've never used it much.
Yeah. All right, okay. What are you guys thinking about this Ford interior? Is it
Got about the same cup, same storage, for laying your cell phone down or charging it or whatever you want to do. Same cup holder area. It's nice to have the cup holders here.
Yep, and a little slot here for your phone. You can put your phone in there. Or details.
Yeah. Interior-wise, I like the interior. It's laid out nice. I was driving the Toyota. We're going to be in here in a few minutes, and this is a lot nicer interior-wise.
Okay.
Just for looks.
And you have analog gauges, not digital gauges, analog gauges. I don't know. I kind of like analog gauges too.
Yeah. I kind of like, a lot of the gauges now and stuff, they're making them so you can customize your dash.
Right.
And I think that would be kind of cool, because like me, I'm not really concerned with how many RPMs I'm running. That's the job of the truck to shift, right?
Right.
So that space could be used for stuff that I'm, want to track as far as, whatever, else is going on, what gear I'm in on the transmission, what, I'd rather see it, where it's shifting and stuff like that than having a tack. But
Okay, yeah. It does show that, that little dial there to the right attack does show
it does show them like in mine.
Yeah.
That's where mine does it too. Yeah.
Yep.
And I see they got light knobs and everything that are still kind of normal and whatever. And you were talking about one of your videos the other day where it's all through the dash now.
Yeah, that's the new Chevy Colorado.
Yeah, and that I don't know if I'd be in favor of, just because, like, if my wife jumps in, I know how it works and everything, but if my wife jumps in, she's going to go looking for the light knobs, and where's it at,
Yep. Yep, we have adjustable pedals in this as well, and we have we just have 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. They do make auto 4-wheel drive and some of the higher trims.
Trims. Yeah, that's what my Platinum has.
And one thing that Ford does a lot is they have a real, like that little, down below, the one below it, they have a real plug-in, which is really nice for laptops and things. It's a real plug-in up front. You don't have to do some sort of weird adapter thing. Okay.
Now, did either one of these have wireless charging? I was looking for that in both.
The Ram has wireless charging. I don't think this is wireless charging.
Okay.
I think I did the wireless charging in that one. But you can get them now with wireless charging. Yep, that's pretty handy.
Just lay it down in there?
Yeah, lay it down in there. Okay, so we're going to get a conclusion at the end. I'm just getting guys' thoughts. Let's hop next door to the Silverado. This is the one I bought for the channel for this year. I'm doing a long-term review. It's the 3-liter Duramax diesel in it. Okay. So, get around the front of this guy. This guy is the 2023 Silverado. 13,000 pounds of towing, 1,632 foot-pound payload. Price is $67,000. This is the highest trim level for the Chevy. $67,000 for that. We have the nice. I like the blow tie. I like the grill on this quite a bit. We have the tow hooks. We have a plug-in here. This is kind of cool. It's a block heater built in for the diesel. You plug it in at 0 degrees or colder, and it'll heat this baby up for you. They don't recommend it above 0. There's an interesting thing going on there. More videos than that. We have the Duramax, the High Country there. We have the different slope. We have the. We also have the shark fin, plus we have the antenna. Antenna is best for AM and FM. Shark fin's better for XM and Sirius. That's the current thinking in the marketplace. Some chrome here. We can see the chrome door handles. Come around the sides. Now this, like I said, they have a multi-flex tailgate, and this comes down, but in this case I didn't get that because it was under parts restraints. But I have the handy-dandy step and a holder, so it's stake pocket holder.
Put it in a place where you can use it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would be, you know, because just like Jim said, if you come up to that, you know, and as we get older, you know, you got to get clear up to get started up, where that one you could walk up to or use the step, or this one use the ones in the side. That's a really good
Split
idea.
tailgate, I still say, and I had the Honda Ridgeline, so I can speak from it opened like a door, or it opens down either way, and 10 times easier to get in the back of your vehicles if you're like older retirees like us that go to the golf course a lot, loading clubs, just loading groceries, just general stuff. Anything you're throwing in the back end, or if you need, I got a little Tupperware thing in the back end for just tow ropes and whatever if I need to help a friend. You can reach in and get a hold of it and bring it out, where these, you got to climb up over the tailgate to get into the back end. And
Right.
for younger folks, that's not a problem. As you get older, you don't think about those things.
Yeah, yeah. This actually has auto up on the tailgate too, which I've failed at using consistently because I don't know. I do have a plug back here. I have a 120 volt.
Yeah, this wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, look how easy that was. You just, you know, teach once you go.
It's more accessible.
3 tie downs,
Nice.
6 each side. I actually have 12 total tie downs, which is nice to have that built
That's a
in.
good idea.
That's nice.
So you have low, you have medium, you have high, depending on what you're carrying, right? So we have the spray and bed liner. Okay. And then we have the little small window back there that opens. Ram's got a small window. Ford has no window going down. And the Toyota, if you know, the entire back window goes down. A little bit differences there. Interesting part there. I think yeah. Okay. That's on me. I never can get that straight. So let's go ahead and hop in and get you guys' thoughts
You want
on
the other side,
interior.
Mark? Try the other side, and I'll
do it.
jump in the passenger side
Yep,
on this
yep.
one.
I did have this washed.
I
and,
drove this one here, so
It's,
it's pretty
it's the
good.
time of year. So while you guys get situated up front, let's talk about the back while you guys get in. So I have basically a flat loading floor. I have a little hump there. I do have some storage back here. It holds my big snow brush, right? I'd have some USBs here and heated outboard seats in the high country trim. Okay, and I have the little cubby. We always call this the little like.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a bootlegger's cubby, right? So all your expensive whiskeys go in there, right, or whatever you're doing. I do have the center armrest comes down here. This is for the cup holder for the kids, and then I have no sunroof in here, no moonroof, no nothing. So it's interesting. There's a little bit of debate going online whether you want that or not. Okay, so inside this is the new interior. This is new for 2023 model year. We have a screen. This is about the same size as the Ford screen, just it's different. It's more landscape. Its overall square footage of the screen is different. But you can see how much more visibility you have, even more in the windshield, right? And the other cubby behind, like you liked, with your cell phone and such.
Yep.
Nice cubby there too. The shifter.
Yep.
I like where it's lower. That Toyota I drove out, it was sticking up about this high, and it kind of some
It does, yeah.
little restriction on, not a lot, but a little bit.
I
and
drove this one out. And I liked how
It keeps it out of the way.
width of this gave nice separation. Nothing was all crammed together.
Right.
Everything was separated nicely. It was easy to read. I liked that on the way out. When I
So
was
you have
driving.
heated and cooled seats. I have dual zone climate control, which we've seen other trucks do. We have this nice stitching here, right? And then this opens up like this. And I have my license plate in there now, but there's lots more room down there. And we have that little, if you press the little button right there below the vent,
Here?
yeah, we have a little secret
Yeah.
glove box there. And we have double
Cubby
glove
hole.
box there. You have the controls there. I don't have any adjustable pedals in this one, which is interesting. I do have auto four-wheel drive, which is nice turn on.
Yep,
So if
I saw
the
that.
weather is any kind of questionable, you can turn it on just in case something happens.
So now here, was this like a paddle shifter?
Those are
What
yeah,
are-
those are paddle shifters.
paddle
And it's good
shifters?
for like towing, and so you can like really control your gear when you're towing.
Like
The Ram had a gear selector switch on the bottom of the steering wheel. You may have seen that. This one has the shifters there, and then we have some controls there for your window, for your garage, stuff like that.
all that stuff.
We have the always funny, the who farted button. That rolls down all 4 windows
Oh,
at once.
Really?
It's nice in a summer day that if you want to draw
I
them all
haven't
down.
seen that before.
Haven't seen
It
that.
doesn't
Yeah.
pull them back up, but we always make jokes. It's called the who farted button. And so, and then we have, so there is your interior. That's a full digital display there. And then, so what do you guys think of this?
Nice.
It's not bad.
And this, I assume you can drop your tailgate,
Yep.
come in here?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought that was the dumbest feature ever until I went to Menards one day and I was like, you know what? I knew I had to load something. It's so much more convenient. Yeah. And there's on the key fob too, so you can press a button and it drops it down.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So if you come out of Menards with a or whatever, you can just press your button and key fob, tailgate pops down, and you start loading right away.
Yeah, I've got that on mine. I like that.
Yeah, it's not a feature I thought was very good, but then I started using it. I was like, man,
I use it quite a bit.
When you got a few bags in your hand, it becomes very useful. Or golf bag in your hand.
Now what's this here?
That's your brake controller.
Oh, brake controller.
Yep,
okay.
For the trailer.
Trailers.
Nice.
Yep.
Memory on seats I see over here.
Yep. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, a friend of mine at work had one of these, and he liked it real well.
All right.
Yep.
Let's go to Toyota, and we're going to wrap up your final thoughts if we get done with the Toyota Tundra.
I drove it out here. You can sit in the front, Mark, and I'll go to the other side.
Okay, let's start exterior first. So this is the 2022 Toyota Tundra. It's 12,000 pounds of towing, 1,400 pounds of payload. The retail price is $59,000 what I paid the dealer for this, which is what the MSRP is. So this is the least expensive of the 4 trucks we have today. We had the front grille set up, which Mark said looked pretty mean.
Yes, I like it.
It looked pretty mean to him. We have the Limit Chrome styling. This is the limited package, so it's one step up from the SR5. We have some step rails I put on from Rough Country. It's got a Rough Country loving kit on as well. If you come on the side, we have the TRD system, TRD off-road. We have these TRD tires.
I like the black rims again.
I like the High Country's rims better.
High Country rims better.
Yeah, personal preference. I like them.
We have the Party Trick.
What?
So if your hands are full, you're coming out of the store, you take your elbow and you open the truck bed up.
Nice.
Oh.
Now the one thing that I didn't like about it was they capped this off. So you can't hop in like you can with the Chevy.
Yep, they should have put a step there.
Which is why I got this accessory step for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you kind of go there, then go there, and you go in.
Yeah.
I see.
A different setup. We do have, this is a composite bed, and the idea is it won't rust, it won't go bad over years, but it's got a little slope to it, as you can see, and the reason why is when it gets in the press and they cut the die, they have to have a slope to get the thing out of the press. So you can, but it's got the slots there for 2x4s and 2x6s, and I got a little plug in the back as well.
Oh, I see.
And I have the same thing in my old Toyota.
Yeah.
30-year-old truck, and it doesn't even have a crack in it.
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of bed, it's held up really well.
Yeah. And then this is the Utilitrack system. You can pull these up and unscrew these, and you pull them, and you can move them back and forth. You actually take one off, put them on there. Idea. So you can make your own tie downs wherever you want them at.
Very nice.
So that's a little bit different setup. We did have the power in the bed, 120 volt hook up there, 400 watts. Okay. And then again, the rear window goes down, which is a big fan for most Toyota guys. They love that rear window down summer day, driving around, whatever. It gets a nice airflow through the cabin. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and hop in and get your sizes.
The electric back windows are nice. My Ram has that, and I do like that. Yeah. It's quiet. You don't get the noise like you do with side windows.
And this whole thing goes down.
Really?
The whole
window drops?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
So this is a little bit different. So I'll talk to back seats while you guys get in and get settled. Okay, so this is the back seats. We do not have a flat loading floor like other brands do. And I have storage here. Lots of storage that's covered.
Oh man, that's deep.
A lot different than the other trucks. The other trucks, so this holds like I think the
far more.
Said it holds like 3 rifles and 1 shotgun. Is what he decided.
Yeah.
But lots of storage in there. It's a little bit different.
Thicker seats too.
Yeah, the other ones, these are a little bit bigger seats in the thigh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So kind of what do you want more storage in your seats? Do you want more of a flat loading floor? Do you want more like open like the Ford was, had nothing? Like, it's just interesting differences these days.
Well, it looks like
how softer.
I would say the seats look like, they would, if you're riding back there, kind of sometimes they kind of give up on the exteriors of the back seats.
Right. Yep. I just know
those are nice.
They were a lot thinner.
And you were going to talk about comfortable seats here in a minute. I want to get your guys' thoughts. We have a panel moonroof, which I do use quite a bit. Usually, it's actually nice. Lets in some of that overcast light, makes the cabin seem a little more brighter.
Yep.
So inside of this, we have the TRD shifter, which is, we have the seat that says TRD on it. We have the red start button, and we have some racing pedals back there, which is part of the TRD package. I have a rear locker in here. I have different camera views. This button there on the left, you'll like that, Jim.
Yes,
that is for backing up like a boat trailer. The boat back there, you press a button, it actually will back it up for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you don't have to make yourself look like a dummy at the boat launch.
I do well, but I've seen a lot that don't.
And there's your wireless charger, and then we have the cup holders. This is interesting design that came out with in 2022. This opens for easy access, and then you have like his and her armrests. and then you can see the hole.
Thing raises.
So you can actually, I use this quite a bit when I was driving. You can actually open this and close this, access stuff real fast,
Or plug your phone
or
in.
plug your phone in, whatever you do, and then then you close it.
Yeah.
I have this downhill assist control and crawl control. Some trucks have downhill assist control, but crawl control is like downhill cruise control. It actually modulates the brakes and the gas to allow you just to steer and actually go take you down a mountainside. Multi-train select, you can select different trains and drive different drive modes. I have two different tow haul modes. I have a tow haul and tow haul plus. Over 5,000 pounds, you have tow haul plus. It just changes the way transmission shifts and the throttle response. 2 high, 4 high, and 2 low. Do not have auto 4-wheel drive, as some other brands do, but just a little bit different. Not everybody likes that. Some people like it, some people don't. So we have this interior, and as you said, that screen sits a little higher. What's interesting
I
on
would
that
have
screen
cut it off about there myself.
is behind it is a holder and actually a 12-volt plug, but I never really use it because you can't see it very often.
Yeah.
It does have my favorite feature ever, which is on your left elbow and your right elbow mark. Put it on top of the window. It's all flat.
That is nice.
Yeah,
I
that
drove
is.
many miles, my elbow up on that. Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was really nice.
The
Yeah.
square, most of them are too rounded and you fall off of it.
Yeah.
This is square enough you can actually rest your arm on it, almost
is
like
ni-
the arm.
that is nice.
That's
Right.
a good idea there.
And
Somebody
this
was
is
thinking-
the 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 with a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's similar but not the same for most customers as a Ford EcoBoost. There's some differences mechanically, but most people see this as a small displacement V6 with a 10-speed automatic transmission. So we have a diesel. We have two 3.5 liters with the twin turbo, and we have the 5.7-liter e-torque system over there as well. So the diesel gets the best fuel economy. The Tundra and the Ford, I believe, are pretty close, and then the Ram gets the worst because of the V8. So if you're a fuel economy guy, I do have the analog gauges in this one with the analog fuel and oil gauge, oil pressure, with a little bit digital display in the middle. Now, higher trim levels will have a full digital display there in the Tundra. All right.
I drove this out. It's funky.
It's
Got plenty of power.
Now you test drove a 16, then you drove this one. You said
Yes.
this one did a lot better than 16, but wasn't as good as your Ford or your Ram. You thought?
The Ram that I have rides smoother. It's just got a smoother all around ride, less rattly noises and just softer, cushionier ride. This is a little tighter. You can tell it's more for like out, running around in the pasture for a farmer or a construction worker. It's very tight suspension, you can tell, and it's a little stiffer than the Ram that I drive.
All right.
Just for comparison.
Right. And you drove the Silverado out, and you have a Ford as well.
Yep.
And so the Silverado, was that fun to drive, or was it?
It was. Comparable, I guess, to what I have a Ford Platinum, and it, as far as the interior and the drive, very compatible, to what I drive. Very comfortable as far as that goes.
Okay, so the $1 million question for you guys.
Interior wise, though, this one, that's one thing I'd like to see Toyota do. I love Toyotas. My wife's had them for 40 years, and I swear by Toyotas. But I wish they would fancy up the interior just a little more to deck them out like the Fords and the Chevys and the GMCs.
Yeah,
A little fancier interior wouldn't hurt.
right. So the higher trims will have a little bit more to them, but not a lot. I mean,
Not
Toyota
a
doesn't
lot.
do a lot. I mean, Toyota always leaves you a little bit wanting a little bit more. So $1 million question: if you guys had to drive one home today, which money's no object. If you had money no object,
Money's
you're
no
driving one
object.
of these trucks home today. Let's see. What do you want to start with, Mark? You want to go first? Because you're pondering. I can see the sweat rolling off your forehead.
I would probably go the Dodge.
Yep. The Ram.
Yep. I think
call
I'd
them
go
Ram
the
these
Dodge,
days, but yeah.
the Ram.
So what do you like about it?
I definitely like the bed, how it's done. The tailgate I like. They do a little more luxury in their interior, so and I like that when we travel and so on. And the V8 wouldn't bother me. The 3.5s that I've driven have been plenty of all the power you need, I would say. But I like the looks of it, and I like the tailgate assemblies I always have on that split tailgate. Like my brother, I've seen used his, and it is a great thing. when you're hauling stuff or moving stuff around or whatever. They're just nice. So I think that'd have to be my choice. Drove yours. I drove the Chevy. It's nice also. I like the. It was comfort. Rode nice. And nothing against it either. But of the two, if I had to go 1-2, I'd say Dodge Chevy.
Yep. And the seats are comfortable. The Chevy seats in the High Country are much more better than they've been in years past. And it's comfortable interior. All right, Jim.
I'd probably have very similar comments. The Ram, I like, especially because of the tailgate and the back end and the way you can get in and out of it. I like the interior. It's decked out nice inside. I like the console area. I'd like to actually go out and take a ride in that one and see how smooth riding it is. But the Chevy, I like the appearance and the looks of the Chevy and the GMCs that I've seen. I like them as well. So both of them, I think, are excellent choices.
I agree, because I think the shifter in that being
the dial. It's a thing. Okay.
Freeze this area up so much.
You just gave that whole area.
You gain that whole area to use for stuff. If you're traveling and there's all of you and you have drinks and you've gotten something to eat, you've got room for everything there without having to worry about a shifter, being in the way. And I think that's a great design.
Another thing about that, my wife's shifter is here. And I'm constantly always having to wipe around there, since I got into COVID, the hand sanitizer. She's always messing with her hand sanitizer, getting in and around this stuff. And same way with pops. If you get a pop from like runs or one of the places and they fill them too full, it's dribbling across here when you're getting it into there once in a while. And that gets into this stuff where when it's up here, you have none of those issues and it's all freed up storage space down there. So
interesting. All right. All right, there you go, guys. There are those guys' thoughts. I know you have thoughts, too, because you guys like to comment. I'm telling you, comment below. I'll be curious to read your thoughts. These guys are checking out thoughts, too, so we'll have a whole lot of arguments going on or discussions or constructive feedback going on in the comment section coming soon. So make sure to check out other videos over here. Like I said, I have tons of comparison videos of all these trucks side by side, different things, everything you can find on this channel. We have over 1,500 videos. So watch 2, 3, 50, whatever you want to watch. It's up to you. So make sure, like I said, check the videos over here. Website down below as well, pickuptrucktalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.